के पैसे, इस देश के फाइनेंसेस और इस देश में आए दिन होने वाले बैंक फ्रॉड्स और डूबता हुआ बैंकों में इस देश के 125 करोड़ लोगों का पैसा, बैंकिंग व्यवस्था पर लोगों की विश्वसनीयता की कमी, इन सब को लेकर आज पी चिदम्बरम साहब आपके बीच में उपस्थित हैं। मैं उनसे बगैर किसी विलंब के अनुरोध करूंगा कि वो इस बारे में अपना वक्तव्य आपको देंगे। आदरणीय चिदम्बरम साहब।
Good afternoon. Thank you for being present on a Saturday afternoon. Shri Randeep Surjewala and I are here to address you on the collapse of Yes Bank, the fifth largest private sector bank in India. I know that the government and the finance minister would wish the story to vanish from the media, print and TV, but I'm afraid, despite their best efforts, the mismanagement of financial institutions by the BJP government will be an issue that will remain in the public domain and be debated extensively. Thanks to the media, especially the social media, the Yes Bank issue has reached most people who are concerned about the economy and its institutions. The best judge of the management of the economy is the market, not the finance minister, nor any ex-finance minister, nor any newspaper. Even allowing for the effect of the coronavirus threat, it is noteworthy that yesterday the Sensex fell by 884 points. The price of an SBI share fell by rupees 18. And the rupee to US dollar declined by 54 paise or minus 0.74%. The price of an Yes Bank share fell from rupees 36.80 to rupees 16.15. Actually, it is worthless. Yesterday, I put out some numbers regarding the loan book of Yes Bank. Since the numbers are significant and you need to reflect on them, I'm repeating that data. I've given the year and outstanding loans. March 2014, rupees 55,633 crore. March 2015, rupees 75,550 crore. March 2016, rupees 98,210 crore. March 2017, rupees 1,32,263 crore. March 2018, rupees 2,03,534 crore. March 2019, rupees 2,41,499 crore. Please notice the jump from March 2014 to March 2019. The loan book was allowed to grow despite bank supervision by the RBI and government at the rate of 35% a year. Please also notice the spike in 2016-17 and 2017-18, the 2 years immediately following demonetization. Is no one in the RBI or government accountable? Which committee or who authorized the grant of new loans after March 2014? Were not the RBI and government aware that Yes Bank was on a loan-giving spree? It was not banking, but buccaneering. Did no one in the RBI and the government read the balance sheet of the bank at the end of every year? Why did nothing change after the CEO was replaced and a new CEO appointed in January 2019? Why did nothing change after a former deputy governor of the RBI was appointed to the board of Yes Bank in May 2019. Why did the alarm bells not ring when Yes Bank reported its first ever quarterly loss in the quarter January-March 2019? The Yes Bank fiasco is only part of the mismanagement of financial institutions under the watch of the BJP government. Here are some crucial data points. 1. As of December 2019, the total impaired assets of the banking sector stood at rupees 16,88,600 crore or 15.7% of the total advances. 2. Total write-offs since FY 2014 have amounted to rupees 7,78,000 crore or 7.3% of the total advances. In 2018-19 alone, the write-offs amounted to rupees 1.83 lakh crore. 3. As of December 2019, gross NPAs stood at rupees 9,10,800 crore. 4. The size of gross NPAs may be underestimated. The number will rise once the moratorium on declaring stressed assets of SMEs is lifted on March 31, 2020. 5. The Mudra scheme has seen a write-off of about 2 lakh crore rupees, besides generating an NPA of over rupees 17,000 crore in the 4.5 years since its inception. 6. According to the FM's answer to a question in Parliament, the amount involved in frauds in banks and select financial institutions increased from rupees 10,171 crore in 2013-14 to rupees 1,43,068 crore in the first 3 quarters of 2019-20. Those are points for you and the people to ponder. Let me return to the Yes Bank story and the resolution plan proposed by SBI. The plan appears to be that SBI will invest rupees 2,450 crore to pick up a 49% stake in the restructured capital of the bank at a price not less than rupees 10 per share, face value rupees 2. This is bizarre. When the net worth of the bank is perhaps zero, we will await details of the plan before we comment further. I stated yesterday that a better option would be for SBI to take over, under orders of RBI, the loan book of Yes Bank at 1 rupee and an obligation to assure all depositors that their money is safe and will be returned. Simultaneously, SBI should make every effort to recover as much as possible of the outstanding loans. There are other options that can be explored in consultation with former governors Dr. Rangarajan and Dr. Y.V. Reddy. The Yes Bank story is not over, but I shall stop for the present and answer a few questions on the subject.
We'll take questions now. Anilji, we'll start with you.
Sir, there is a report in Telegraph today called Friends of Modi. What kind of action you recommend for them?
I have not read the report. Who are the friends of Modi? Not Randeep, not I. Who are?
Anil Ambani and SL Group.
Well, the FM named them yesterday. The finance minister named them yesterday, so it's for her to take action.
In the resolution plan, there is a proposal that the bond purchase from Yes Bank should be made zero. So there are people who invest, common people who invest in mutual funds through bond mutual funds, and their amount is in the they are in the danger of losing their savings. So what sort of structured plan where common man can lose their deposit and whatever they have invested, they are bound to lose if this restructuring plan goes up?
See, we have said in our statement that depositors who deposited money with Yes Bank, either as current account or savings account or fixed deposit, they must be fully protected. Now, I don't know the size of exposure of Yes Bank bonds to mutual funds. I don't know which mutual funds invested how much in the bonds of Yes Bank. So without those numbers, it'll be very difficult to comment. That's why I said let's wait for the details of the plan. But the plan proposed as of yesterday night appears to be quite bizarre. That you're buying a worthless share for a price of not less than rupees 10.
Sanjeev, I'll come to you, man. I have to go. First go to Sanjeev, then I'll go.
So you talked about, you said that the size of gross NPAs may be understated and they're likely to rise, once the moratorium on declared assets, MSEs, SMEs, is lifted. So do you foresee a similar situation for other public as well as private sector banks like the Yes Bank that is happening?
No, this is not, that statement is not about Yes Bank. That statement is about the whole banking sector. Today there is a moratorium on declaring as stressed assets SME loans. Therefore, that moratorium, I'm told, will be lifted on March 31. Oh, that's the proposal. So once that moratorium is lifted, a big part or a sizable part of those loans will become stressed. This is for the whole banking system.
Ma'am, I'll come to you, sir.
Since we are talking about the whole banking system, Finance Minister yesterday alleged that it was because of the Congress rule between the 10 years, 2004 and 2014, that the banks have faced several challenges.
Yeah, sometimes when I listen to the finance minister, I get the feeling that the UPA is still in power, I'm still the finance minister, and she's the opposition.
Ma'am, I'll come to you, sir.
Sir, now time and again we have seen how the SBI comes to the rescue. We've also seen what happened with PMC banks. So looking at the entire ecosystem, do you think there is a possibility of other banks also going the same route? Also, there are some quarters which are raising the questions, what will happen if something happens to SBI tomorrow? Say if the SBI says we don't have money.
I don't get the impression that SBI is a volunteer in the Rescue Act. Just as LIC was not a volunteer in the IDBI Bank Rescue Act. These are command performances.
I'll come to you. I'll come to you, sir. I'll go to you and then I'll go to Supriya after that.
जो प्राइवेट बैंक्स हैं उनका ईयरली ऑडिट नहीं करती है या टाइम टू टाइम चेक नहीं करती है, क्या आरबीआई को पहले से पता नहीं होगा कि क्या सिचुएशन चल रही है? इसी से एडिट से दूसरा क्वेश्चन कि गुजरात की कंपनी के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन आया है कि उन्होंने ये अनाउंसमेंट होने से जस्ट पहले 250-300 करोड़ रुपए अपना विड्रॉ कर लिया। सो क्या इसमें आरबीआई ऑफिशियल्स भी इन्वॉल्व हो सकते हैं इस पूरी चीज में कुछ लोगों को फायदा पहुंचाने में?
See, every commercial bank, scheduled commercial bank, as far as I know, is subject to an internal audit, a concurrent audit, and an external audit. The balance sheet has to be submitted to the RBI. Quarterly and half-yearly statements have to be submitted to the RBI. It's completely beyond my comprehension how no one in the RBI or the government, because the copies are given to the Department of Financial Services also. No one in the RBI seems to have read the balance sheet. If you had simply read the balance sheet, you will know the outstanding loans is jumping at the rate of 35% a year. And why did somebody not stop it sometime, say, 2015 or 16? This is a matter that must be thoroughly inquired into. How is it that no official of the Department of Financial Services, no official of the RBI, no auditor notice that the jump in the loan book at 35% a year? Please remember, during that period, 2014-19, the loan book of the entire banking system was growing at about 9.5, 10% a year. And here you have S Bank loan book growing at 35% a year.
Some companies withdrew the money from one particular company and then.
Well, if somebody had insider information and withdrew the money, that money has to come back to the bank. But I don't know the facts, so I can't comment more.
Sir, in a given economic situation, and the latest example you have given of the Yes Bank, in previous PNC Bank, LIC and IRFS, in such a situation, do you think there is a symptom of all Indian economies gearing towards the financial emergency?
Well, I don't wish nor do I predict a financial emergency. All this points to mismanagement. And if you continue to mismanage, obviously you will lurch from one crisis to another. And multiple crises will land us in a very, very difficult situation. Yesterday, I pointedly asked, does the finance minister know the numbers that I've put out? Whether she knew it before I put it out or whether she knew it after I put it out is immaterial. Once these numbers are before her, was she not bound to answer one simple question? How did the loan book jump from 55,000 crore in 2014 March to 2,41,000 crore in 2019 March? That is a period of 5 years when, let me say with humility, I was not the finance minister.
Supriya.
Sir, I have a question slightly different from this issue. One is it's about the government has come out with this ad of selling its entire stake in Bharat Petroleum.
No, let's finish Yes Bank, please.
I'll come to you, Sanjeevji. I'll come back to you right now.
Yes. I don't know. It's very difficult to understand how, in a matter of 2 years, 24 months, between March 2016 and March 2018, it rises by 100% plus. 98,000 crore to 203,000 crore. It's a 100% jump. It doubles. I don't think there's any bank in India which doubled its loan book in 24 months. So one must look into it.
And sir, yesterday
I'll come back, please.
you talked about thorough.
I'll come back.
What kind of probe do you want? Can you elaborate?
Well, first of all, RBI must come and tell us what are the irregularities and acts of misfeasance and malfeasance that appears prima facie from its study of the books of the Yes Bank. Now that there is a new board, the new board must look into it first. If there is simply incompetence and negligence, that requires one kind of action. But if it is more than that, if it is criminality, that requires another kind of investigation. All I'm saying is, somebody, some authority, RBI, I have greater faith in RBI than the government, must look into it thoroughly and come up with the truth. The attempt should not be to brush everything under the carpet.
सर आपने कहा कि फिफ्थ लार्जेस्ट बड़ी कंपनी बैंकिंग कंपनी यस बैंक में इस तरह की घटना हुई जब बैंक कोलैप्स हो गया, बैंक में जो इन्वेस्टमेंट जिन्होंने किया था उनका पैसा वापस नहीं आ पाया है अभी तक। कुछ लोगों ने अभी आपसे सवाल किया, कुछ लोगों को पहले से जानकारी होने के चलते उन्होंने पैसा वापस कर दिया, लेकिन जो आम आदमी है उनका जो पैसा फंसा हुआ है, पूर्व वित्त मंत्री के नाते क्या सुझाव आप दे रहे हैं? क्या वो रिजर्व बैंक का भरोसा करते रहे या कुछ और उपाय करें पैसा निकालने के लिए?
See, whoever takes over the bank must take over with the condition that all depositors' money is safe. FM mentioned yesterday about the mergers done under Governor Reddy. I urge you to read Governor Reddy's book, Advice and Dissent, I think about page 284 or so. Every depositor of GTB was assured and given back his or her money. So the mergers that we did under Governor Reddy ensured that every depositor got the last pie. My insistence will be, our insistence will be, whatever is the new management of Yes Bank, the depositors must be completely safe because they are the most innocent and least involved in this fiasco.
So my question is, you just said that there should be some accountability and RBI should look into the matter. But you have also mentioned that the spike in 2016, 17 and 2017 and 18, roughly 35%, no one in the RBI noticed.
Well, that appears so. Nobody looked into it. If you looked into it, see, these numbers I gathered yesterday. Now, when I look at these numbers, I'm startled. Now, how can there be somebody in the RBI or government who has looked at these numbers every year and didn't do anything? The-
Accountability from the same institution, which has failed to look at these numbers.
No, I didn't say they will fix accountability. I said, is no one in the RBI or government accountable? Accountability has to be fixed. If nobody fixes accountability, ultimately the people of India will fix accountability.
Ma'am.
It's a hypothetical question taking on from where Karthikeya left off. I mean, since the RBI has failed not once but on several occasions in the past 6 years, do you think it's possible legally and otherwise for any other agency, to be auditing bank accounts and, the health of these banks rather than the RBI?
No, the RBI does not audit the banks. RBI appoints the auditors. As the independent auditors are auditing the banks. I don't have access to the audit reports. Only when I have access to the audit reports, I can comment on the quality of auditing.
So that's the reason I'm saying RBI is appointing independent auditors. Perhaps is it time to change the system, have somebody like maybe the C&AG or something to audit?
Well, I'm not so sure that that's a better solution. Banks have been supervised all these years with RBI. There's no reason why that power of supervision should be taken away from the RBI. Even if you take it away from the RBI, you'll have to create another institution with equal powers and authority. And that was tried in the UK and didn't succeed. So I'm not at all advocating that we take away the power of regulation and supervision from the RBI. But somebody must tell us what went wrong. Where was a regulatory failure so that we can fix that problem? No, you're the lady.
Yesterday, APM said that the stressed corporate groups like Chidambaram, they were given loan by Yes Bank during your regime, UK regime. So what is your...
It's possible. It's possible that some of them got credit under the UPA government, but she should have also said whether they got credit after 2014 also. That she didn't say. And mind you, when we left office, the loan book was only 55,633 crore. She is still in office, and the loan book is 2,41,499 crore. How can I explain this? Only she can explain.
So you were mentioned about some write-offs since 2014 amounting to 7,74,000 crores. Who are the beneficiaries, do you think?
Well, I don't know. I don't have access to data. I have gathered this data. It's for the government to tell us whether this data is correct or not. If it is not correct, please tell us where the mistake is. If it is correct, then please tell us who benefited from the write-offs. It's for the government. You should ask this question to the government. Yesterday I noticed that not even this many questions were asked to the finance minister.
Last question.
Everyone?
Do you think there is a slight possibility of the actual people who saw what was happening, they going scot-free and Rana Kapoor or others, maybe in the banking system, they be like the onus stops with them?
I don't know who is responsible and who is not. It will be completely improper on my part to sit here and fix responsibility. The responsibility of fixing responsibility lies on the RBI and the government. We will hold the RBI and the government responsible. It's for them to hold who was actually responsible in the bank.
सर ये डाटा कल
We leave it to you.
Why are you not asking the government this question? Are you afraid that they will ban you like they banned Asianet and Media One yesterday? Even after banning Asianet and Media One, which we all condemned overnight or early to this morning, they lifted it at 9:30. So don't worry about asking questions. Go ahead and ask questions. You're not asking questions. My complaint is you're not asking hard questions. Yes.
Sir, how do you find that
One second. He is asking something.
Slightly from the difference, because we have been pretty vocal about this very issue also, sir. In Delhi, the riots took place.
No, let's finish this, please. Let's finish this, please.
In the ban order said that, these news channels can given news against RSS and Delhi police.
The reason is atrocious. The ban is even more atrocious. Thankfully, wiser counsel prevailed and they lifted the ban at about 9:30 or 10 this morning.
Now my question is,
About what?
about this, that opposition has been asking the government to discuss Delhi riots.
Yes.
But the government is saying post-Holi, or now this information which we have got is that the debate will happen, but the time hasn't been fixed yet. How do you see that debate on Delhi riots not being taking place in the parliament itself?
No, we are very, very disappointed that the debate was not taken up in the first week of Parliament. In fact, somebody tweeted, there is a Parliament which is discussing the Delhi riots, and it is not the Indian Parliament. The discussion took place in the House of Lords in England. I sincerely hope that both presiding officers will allow a debate to start at 11 a.m. on the 11th of March, 2020. Thank you.
Thank you so much.